Hi, it is the Human Operating System time. This video channel is for education and technology. Today, I'd like to share with you a very important technical aspect of Wing Chun and traditional Chinese martial arts. If we don't know this, then our art will have a very big gap, meaning we only have very small segment of the art, we don't see the entire picture. And seeing the entire picture is not complete either, because technology art is keeping growing. So what I'm going to share with you is a basic. If we don't know this basic, then there's no way we can grow, no way we can face what is in the real world. Now, before I start with it, I like to define one thing. And also, I like to say that those who don't like to face reality, please do not watch this video. Do not continue on. Because here we're going to talk technical, based on evidence. If you don't like that, please do not watch it. There's no point to get into argument and politics and all kind of stuff, or challenge or whatever. So let me define for you. To put down people or to talk bad about people is about you just say, oh, this is bad, this is really awful, you know, blah 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 blah. Those are talking bad, or say, oh, this guy doesn't know anything, he doesn't know this, he doesn't know that. Those are called put down and talk bad. What we're going to do is we want to look at the problem and look at the solution. That is not about talk bad. If people come tell me, Hendrik, you are full of it, blah 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 blah, tell me about 1 hour of this thing, that's called talk bad. But if people come to me saying that, Hendrik, this thing is not going to work because this is the reason and this is the solution, that's not talk bad. That is a proper technical discussions. Okay? So if I say, or somebody say, this grandmaster is full of it, or blah blah blah, that is talk bad and put down. But if we say that this techniques, this kind of stuff have this problem, it's going to cause trouble, this is the solution. This is how the ancient is doing it. That's not about talk bad. That's about looking at things rationally. Okay? So let's start. In the past 50 years since Bruce Lee time, the number one thing today people love to mimic Bruce is the so-called inch power. The entire world like to mimic that. Isn't it so? And then it comes those who say, well, I can fudging. And then lately, in past few weeks or so, then people say, you know, I can strike you with my shoulder. Okay, I can do this and do this, all this kind of strike. Those are something in the popular way, people is following it, and then once one guy do it, the other guy will follow it and make another video or seminar to show how the body can do all this kind of stuff. Okay, so those are one type of thing happen past 40, 50 years. The second thing is there is a type of belief where people say Wing Chun is about talking hand, not talking mouth. So shut up, fight me, talking with your hand. Those are second type. Okay? And another second type is, this is internal Fa Jing, Qi, mind power. Okay? And another is, I'm the authentic descendant of such and such grandmaster or lineage. I have secret techniques. So in these two categories, it's been there around and around for past 40, 50 years. However, the real issue of what is the momentum, impulse momentum handling of traditional Chinese martial art since 450 years ago and 1850s Wing Chun was never fully presented. And it caused a disaster. Yes, it is a disaster. And I'm going to share with you why it is a disaster. Okay? Now, another thing is when one practices like the form in Wing Chun or other traditional Chinese martial arts. Like in Wing Chun, you will say, well, I want to have this clamping knee, I want to have this structure, lifting anus, straighten spine using my mind, power, and so forth, so forth. Okay? Now, that too is a disaster. It already migrates out of what is traditional Chinese martial art. What is Wing Chun? That is the truth. And even though I tell you this, I have to show you why it is right. So let's go do it. And let's go know why is it and what is the solution the ancient already have hundreds of years ago. Okay? Now, in the 1560, 450 years ago, General Qi Guang in his writing already summarized that the traditional Chinese martial art at his time have different type of momentum. Okay? Different type of momentum. At 1850s era, in Wing Chun Red Book and southern China, be it Fujian or Canton, it is actually adapting the impulse momentum handling of General Qi Guang. And it has already have a very mature basic structure. And when I mean structure, doesn't mean that standing there like a rack, but it means that the momentum, the impulse momentum types, like in the other video I shared, there are 4 momentum types, right? The long fist, the short strike, the takedown, and the ground fighting. There are 4 types. In the Chinese, it's called Santan, 3 segment. So in the 3 segment, I get it clearly, more clear in details. There's actually 4 momentum zone or 4 fighting zone. It exists there. And how is that? What is it? So that's why I want to show you the first thing today. Okay. Now I'm using this pole, right? So I'm not going to show you the 6.5 pole in the Red Book era because there's another topic, but even the 6.5 pole is obey this rule, this basic impulse momentum play rules. Okay? So, when it comes to impulse momentum, the first attack is this attack. This attack. This type of attack. You see, like this pole, go straight like type of attack. Okay? The second type of attack is this attack. Is this attack. You see the angle going down like that now? The third type of attack is this attack. Is this attack. So you have one type of attack which is straight here, another attack which is going down like that, from here going down, another is from here going right to the bottom. There are three attacks there. Okay? And of course the fourth attack will be the one coming from top down. Okay? So if you want to look at like in the 6.5 pole way, you know, this is just to illustrate so that you know is this is from up to down, this is to going down, this is going down already, you know, that three attack, and then this is coming back up. Okay? And then this is in the middle, right? So it has all this attack. Now, this is the issue. For past 60 years, what people do is narrow it down to this attack. This attack. This fudging, okay? Or this elbow shoulder strike. And then standing here, okay? So it doesn't take considerations into the range, long fist, short strike, take down, and ground fighting. It doesn't. And then it doesn't take consideration into going here, going down. Now, so people thinking, oh, if I stand in this way, center line, you know, straight, and then the move like this, keep this dantian proper, keep this straight line is proper, then I can be invincible. Well, sorry. But you never being trained to handle the attack come like this, in this angle. You never been trained the attack come from this angle down. Now, anybody who trained in this or this or this whatever, when that angle come in like that, I have no clue how the hell to handle that. When it go down to the leg, I have no clue how to handle that. So practically, you have only 1/3 of the art. Look around the videos. Until today, people do seminars. I want to show you fudging, or you know, I can fight this way, fight. Isn't it so? Not to mention, just now I show you. Like in the 6.5 pole, there's not 6.5 techniques in 1850. The first is going down from top. The second is this angle down to the waist. The third is this angle down to the feet. The fourth one is coming up to the throat. The fifth is going horizontal in. So there are 6.5 of momentum keeping changing. Okay, as you know, showing here with this, so that, you know, this is just for illustrate for you. Okay, you see the momentum is keeping changing. I'm keeping walking. I'm keeping walking. This is a dynamic momentum change. Now come back to the same thing here. If we are just doing this, mind power, have never known about momentum, go this way, or come up this way, have no no understanding, no feeling, no experience. When that thing is coming down like that, you say, huh? What should I do? What should I do? And practically, the 3 section, you only have this. And then you say, I will use Tan Bong Fu. The reality is, to play, if I attack him, going this direction, he has to have a different mechanics. And he has to be able to experience it, have a sense of how this momentum I'm going to handle. Because my body go into it. Okay? The same thing is, if I'm going to handle something come at my leg, I have to know what the heck it is if I never even see that thing. How am I supposed to do anything about it? Thus, you have 50, 60 years of people keeping doing this, mind power, but have no idea of how when the angle going down, one is going to handle that. No idea how is that thing coming, get up from this, how to handle it. You say, well, I have the footwork. If you don't even know how that momentum comes down, we have no idea what it is, not to mention. Every momentum comes with a mechanics. Okay? Here, you will have a mechanic like that, your body like that. No longer you like that stand. No longer you stand like this. It is this type of thing. It is this type of thing. The body, the leg, handling. Those are mechanics for that momentum handling. Going downward, you will have usually, in general, your Guai Ma, your changing of the Guai Ma, your spinning of the Guai Ma, and then turn into 2, and then you'll be able to turn into this. Now, when you get down here, it is your hip joint and your knee joint and your leg. You have to have good coordination. Okay? Same with when you are there, when your body lean and so forth. This all has to have a good mechanic coordination in order to be able to handle the basic momentum, be able to dynamically change with it. Now, if we don't have that training, don't know that momentum exists, don't know how to develop the mechanics, keeping entire day like that, clamping your knee, your hip this way, not to mention we cannot breathe. This thing is that when you want to do this, you need all this. If you want to go jump, you need all this kind of stuff. So what are we going to do? So, if you look at the general Qigong writing 450 years ago, the sets Qigong have, the 32 momentum, you have this kind of stuff. Wing Chun, 1850, as the other day I showed. The kick, the go down, the Guai Ma, the turn Guai Ma, the come up. You have those kind of training. So, do we have that training today? Or we want to say, I have this magical chi, fa jing. Can you really fa jing using your chi at this, when your body mechanic this way and going down there? Dong Xi Xiaodong have proved it. So why one lost to Xi Xiaodong? It's because don't know the form momentum zone, the distance, not training there. You only have a very simple chain punch, the tan bong. You don't have enough tools. Why you cannot face Xi Xiaodong? Because you don't know this angle stuff. So this is the reality. We want to keep, you practice your Sulium Tao, lifting your anus, all this kind of stuff, where this part never been trained. How are you going to lean? How are you going to go down? You can. Those are just basic body mechanics. You don't have solution. And in fact, this solution is already there. 450 years ago at General Qi Kong time, is there in the Red Book time, 1850s. You go check the history in the 1850s around southern China. See what I'm saying is right or not. This angle, that angle, different distance. See is there. Well, if you look at that, it will be there. But if we don't look, we keep on talking about this. Talk with your hand, don't talk with your mouth. I am a secret, what do you call it? A gatekeeper of this lineage. I have secret techniques. I have this Qi, internal Wing Chun. Mind, internal Wing Chun. Anybody who train all this per 1560 General Qi Guang, you cannot take it, sorry. Because the angle it comes in, you never even see how it will come. Like standing like that. If that guy is going to go from there to here, this is completely cannot do the job. It's going to come down. And how are you going to move your body? If you don't have the mechanics, you cannot move. So you say, well, I have a footwork, okay, go run away. The best thing. You cannot face it. You cannot handle it. While the ancient ancestor of traditional Chinese martial art, of Wing Chun, they are not like that. It's not just techniques. It's just like, the 6.5 pole. It's not just techniques. It's the momentum. Can you do that? It's the momentum. Pole have pose rules. The fist fight have a fist fight rule. How it do things different. What I'm showing you here is only the momentum. Okay? When you look into momentum, you need to know how the impulse momentum comes. How your body have to be able to adapt to it to play. So, it's 2020. Let's not get into all this really narrow, segmented. Oh, Wing Chun is only simple. Wing Chun is only have easy ma. Put your weight in the back. And then add some Tai Chi stuff in there. And then you say that this is the ultimate Wing Chun. Or because I have this last name. My grandfather is the chief of the Red Book. I have secret techniques. I play wooden dummy. how is that going to solve the issue of, I mentioned, right? Long fist, short strike, take down, and ground fighting. If you want to take him down, sometimes then you want to switch like this, turn your body with this, you have to handle this. So I hope that this is a clear up thing. We need to start a new era. We need educations. Not only mimic posture, we need to know what it is. We need to have the body conditioning. If you don't have the body conditioning, what are you going to do? Secret techniques. Like there are so many people ask me, oh Henry, can you show me your plum flower steps? How the plum flower steps? Big deal for that steps. If there are no body conditioning, no mechanics, we don't even know how that impulse momentum, or look at it like a missile to shoot at us in different angle, or just look at the tennis ball come from different angle. How are we going to handle it? More Bruce Lee inch punch, more using strike, shoulder strike, head strike. Well, until you meet somebody like Xi Xiaodong, you're going to take everything down, tear everything apart. Because you simply do not have the tools to play in the entire game. Let's face it, the internal in the past 100 years, majority, notice I'm not saying everybody, majority is a scam. It doesn't work. One can train the kids on that, but as soon as the momentum comes from an angle one doesn't know, the thing totally collapses. Look at Xi Xiaodong and the internal Tai Chi guy. You can see that, can handle with the momentum. Can all this move and far Jing and listen to Jing and all this thing handle that? It can. And it's simple, happen in a few seconds. So this is to share with you today. I know this is a very strong message video. But you know, the clock to the end, obsolete and wipe out has already ticked. If people don't change, people don't want education, and keeping going that talk with your hand, don't talk with your mouth, this magic chi, I have these secret techniques from my ancestor, but I have no idea on all this basic. You know, there is no art left. There is no art left. It's like in one of this talk show, martial art talk show. It said that while you can practice your Wing Chun, your Tai Chi, your Wing Chun, you can only beat the old ladies or the weak people. You look at the Xi Xiaodong's video. He said, well, Wing Chun is the girly arts. It's slapping like this, and people laugh. You want to go do that? See, I'm here not to provoke that hatred or emotion. We need to cool down and look at what the heck is going on. Otherwise, you don't have Wing Chun. Do we want to do that? Otherwise, there's no more Chinese culture, no more Chinese, traditional Chinese martial art. We want to do that? I don't want to do that. That's why I wrote that Wing Chun Inception. That's why I wrote that Wing Chun Matrix. At least for somebody who wants educations, can study properly. We are not talking about who win, who lose, or those kind of stuff. We're talking about basic. If we don't have the basic, it's the end of it. What are you going to talk about?